its execution will lead to a success, which is definitely your qualification of this CSR examination. So as we know that there are three different sections: part A, part B, part C. The number of questions that comes in part A is 20. The number of questions that comes in part B is 50, while the number of questions that comes in part C is 75. So out of this 20 question in part A, you need to attempt only 15 questions, and each question consists of 2 marks. So 15 questions, 2 marks, 30 marks. Okay, and this part usually comprises of aptitude. So this 30 marks is very crucial. So you don't need to cover the entire things. There are important things in aptitude parts, which are usually this geometry, series completion, quantitative aptitude, graphical analysis. The number of questions that comes from this quantitative aptitude is 4 to 5. So if you can practice this part, if you can more emphasize on this quantitative aptitude part, you can attend around 4 to 5 questions. So 4 to 5 question means 10 marks. So you don't need to cover the entire things. Okay, I know you might be busy in preparing for part C and part B, but for part A, I don't think you need to cover up the entire thing. There are important parts: this geometry, series completion, the graphical analysis. So you can see 2 to 3 questions come from geometry part, 2 to 3 questions come from series completion part, and from the quantitative aptitude, you can see 4 to 5 questions, while from graphical analysis you can see there are 2 questions. So all those leads to 2 3 3 3 6 6 4 10 10. So around 10 to 12 questions you will get if you prepare for this part. Okay, so 10 to 12 questions, which will ultimately leads to 20 marks in part A. So 20 marks in part A is way better only if you can solve it in a proper way. So in my case, I have attended only 5 aptitude questions. So don't waste your time basically in the aptitude portions. Try to attend around 5 to 10 questions, and 15 to 20 marks are very good score for group A. Okay, so go through these portions: geometry, series completion, quantitative aptitude, and graphical analysis. So I hope this 4 part will help you to attend around 10 questions, which is more than enough. And I don't think that you need to um, prepare, or you should waste your time in doing other things. Okay, so please emphasize on these 4 parts: this geometry, this series completion, this quantitative aptitude, and this graphical analysis part. So part A, which usually consists of aptitude, we have discussed already. Now this part B part, for part B and part C. So part B part is usually a very bookish, it's basically a memory based type of question comes in part B. So you have to read the standard books thoroughly. You have to keep important things in mind. You have to read it thoroughly. You just can't skip important things, because the part B questions are, I will not say they are very tough, but yeah, you have to memorize it. And there are many videos which I have uploaded in my channel. You can see where you can get help how to prepare for group B. So group B usually consists of 50 questions, and out of 50 questions you need to attend only 35 questions, and each question again consists of 2 marks, so 70 marks. So I think around 20 to 25 question, if you attend from this part B, it will be of immense help, because 20 25 will fetch you around 50 marks. So 50 marks is quite good. So for part B, I have already uploaded a video so that how you can prepare this part B part. And for part C, uh, your basics needs to be clear. Okay, so because part C is the questions are mainly basically analytical. So if your basics are not clear, you won't be able to um, deal with the questions that are come in part C. So for group B and group C, I would like to suggest you some important topics, the important modules from where the question comes. From molecular biology you can see 8 to 10 questions come. Okay, for cell biology you can see 6 to 7 questions. For evolution and ecology 4 to 5 questions. For genetics 3 to 4. For tools and technique 4 to 5. For plants and development biology 4 to 5. And for biochemistry 5 to 6. So these are the modules 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So these are the modules that you need to study. And see, in the syllabus there are 13 modules, but I think if you can read these 6 to 7 modules properly, you can easily attend 20 to 25 questions. And I have already uh, gone through the past 5 years where I've seen that how many questions come from each modules, and I have written here for your convenience so that you can see and you can prepare. So you don't need to study entire thing. So just go through this part and see whether this part helps you or not. Okay, so this group B part, uh, all you need to do is that go through these modules. The questions that comes from these modules, as I have written here, you can see is huge. So just go through this module. So just go through these modules. Okay, so I have already listed the questions number. The number of questions come from each of the modules. That will help you so that you can select the proper module and go through them. Please don't skip any of the part. So if you will go through this module which I have listed here, you will be able to attend 20 to 25 question easily. So 20 to 25 questions, if you can easily attempt it, you will be getting around 40 to 50 marks. So that's not a very bad score. So 40 to 50 marks in group B is definitely a very good score. Okay, so all you need to do is that you need to attempt 20 question accurately in group B. The 40 marks is very vital from this group B part, since the cutoff can be either 100 or 120. So try to keep the group B score around 40 to 50 always. So just go through this module. Okay, so now let us discuss about the part C. So there are 75 questions are there in part C, and you need to attend only 25 questions. So choose your model wisely. Okay, so the 75 questions that they are giving from each modules. So you don't need to study the entire part. You need to study only 6 to 7 modules, and you can easily attend the 25 questions. So here I have again listed um, the module names as well as the number of questions that you can see. So for biochemistry 5 to 6 questions, for molecular biology 5 to 6 questions, for cell biology, cancer biology, 6 to 7 questions, for evolutions and ecology 8 to 9 questions, for genetics 5 to 6 questions, for instrumentation 7 to 8 questions. So, and for plant and development biology 10 to 12 questions. So I have seen mostly in June they give huge number of questions from plant parts. So don't skip this. And one of the other module that I have not mentioned here, the development biology. The development biology is very important part. 4 to 5 question also comes from this dev bio. Okay, dev bio, please add this dev. So apart from these modules, also focus on this development biology part. So again you can see this 5 5 5 5 6 10 10, all this will add up to more than 25 to 30 questions. So you need to attend only 25 questions in group C out of 75 questions. So you don't need to prepare the entire modules, just go through these modules where you can see the questions comes from this particular part of this particular module, and try to read the module properly and don't skip any part of the module. If you are going for 6 to 7 module, my request is that try to complete the entire part of that module. Don't skip a single part, because you never know which questions come from which part. So if you skips, let us suppose if you have skipped any of the part, and the question comes from that part, so that would lead to a big trouble. So what you have to do is that choose your module wisely, and out of those module complete, you won't be facing any problem if you complete the entire part. Okay, so biochemistry, development biology, mol bio, cell biology, evolution ecology, genetics, instrumentation, plant and development biology, experimental based questions, which are based on concepts. So all these five to six modules that you need to study. Okay, so you don't have to worry. The modules are not, the syllabus is not that tough. It mainly, the question mainly comes from, so don't worry, just go through this module, and please uh, work hard, and try to build a proper strategy. Start with group C. Try to solve the group sheet 20 to 24 questions. And what I'm trying to say is that try to cover this module within 2 hours. And for group B, keep 30 minutes in hand, 30 to 40 minutes, and 20 minutes for aptitude. So because group C is very vital, 100 marks is from group C. So if you will be able to score around 70 to 80 marks from this group C, then definitely you will be qualifying this exam. um, if you score 80 from C, 50 or 40 from B, and 20 from A, so your rank will be very good. So I don't think so you need to be in any kind of any sort of worry. You just go through this module, just choose the module wisely. This module is from group C, and this module from group. Here you can see uh, the questions that come from that particular module, from biochemistry. Let us suppose the question that comes from group B biochemistry, 5 to 6 question. In group C also, the majority of 5 to 6 question comes from biochemistry part. So don't skip any of the part from this biochemistry, just go through the entire part. Okay, because both B and C you have to do, you have to attend the questions. So please choose the model wisely, go through this entire module that I have mentioned here. And for group A, as I have said you, geometry, series completion, quantitative aptitude, graphical analysis, all these are very important. So that part, this group B entire part, and group C. So try to find out the analogy, the biochemistry in both group B and group C we are getting majority of the questions, so we will go for biochemistry. uh, in molecular biology I am getting 8 to 10 question in group B, while in group C I am getting around 5 to 6 questions. So I will definitely go for molecular biology, because if I will go to this portion, I will be attending around 555 into 420, 20 marks in group C, and 8 to 10 questions in group B. So let us suppose 8 to just 16, 16 plus 25, so or 20, so around 30 to 36 marks that I am going to score through this molecular biology part. So why would I mm, ignore this module? I will definitely go for this module, which can fetch me around 36 marks. So please make a proper planning. Your proper planning will help you to qualify this exam. Most of the student didn't build a proper strategy to qualify this exam. So they have read many things, but their strategy was lacking, proper strategy was lacking. So please try to build a proper strategy. Go for those modules where you can find majority of questions in group B and group C, and you don't have to study the entire modules. just go through this module. So I hope this video will help you. And I have, for each of the modules, I have also uploaded many videos, the important topics for each of these modules, so you can look those videos also, where you can get an idea which kind of topics are very important, so you can start with them, how you can prepare. Okay, so I have also mentioned the books. So these are the basically important modules that I have shortlisted, and the books I have also mentioned for each of the module in other video, where you can see I have recommended the different books for these different modules, so you can see those books, and also the important topics that I have told you for each of the modules. So go through them, and you can watch the entire video I have uploaded for each of the modules. Just go through them. In case if you have any problem, just mail me, I will help you. So just go through this module, the books, the important topics. I have uploaded many videos. Just go through those video. They will help you. But just make a proper planning and don't be tensed. You will definitely qualify this exam. Just make a proper strategy. So I hope you guys have understood what I'm trying to say. And please like and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.